Welcome everybody, Lori Conrad here, and I'm really glad you're here. Welcome to Getting Rid of Procrastination, my personal results. I'm going to show you my personal results. I'm also going to show you how I did it and how you can too. Procrastination is such a life killer, it's an epidemic, number one. Number two, it's such a killer to your business, to your personal life, your personal relationships. It can be such a paralyzing thing. And it does not have to be. And the reason why I have this picture here of this woman floating in the water is because that is how I felt after I finished my $1,000,000 day, which is what I'm going to tell you about and what I'm going to go into. And so I'm going to get started right now. So I just want to introduce myself a little bit. My name is Lori Conrad, and I was in corporate America for 25 years. And to get out of that rat race, I started my own coaching business in '07. Then I discovered network marketing, then I discovered online marketing, but most of all I discovered leverage, residual income, and the 4-hour work week, which we call lifestyle design. But that's just to give you the backstory. I'm not really going to go into all that stuff right now. What this whole webinar and training is about is getting rid of procrastination so that you can reach whatever goals you have. It doesn't have to be in your business, it could be in anything. So as part of that journey of going from corporate to having my own business to discovering how to have a business online, I met Mark Hoverson, and I was really lucky that I met him early on in my online marketing endeavors. And Mark has a very cool story, and it's pretty amazing. He was actually living in a trailer in his early 20s, mid 20s, probably his mid 20s, I guess, because he's 36 now. And he was qualifying for welfare. His wife was pregnant. They're so dirt poor. Their neighbors are buying them groceries, and he just made a commitment and made a decision that he was going to figure out this internet thing and figure out how to have his own business online. He was very motivated to be an entrepreneur and not work for anybody else. And to this day, he has earned over $20 million online. And he's done it through mostly affiliate marketing, where you sell someone else's product. Well, he did initially. He sold someone else's product. And then he learned that you actually make more money if you sell your own products. So he has a training called Info Marketing Blueprint, which he actually teaches people what he learned, how to do it, and how to make money making your own products. He also created Leadership for Direct Response, which is how to do email marketing very, very effectively with direct response marketing. And then he created Solomon CEO, which is an amazing entrepreneurial training that is his decipherism. Like, he took Proverbs when he was like 14 and he totally studied Proverbs. And King Solomon was the wealthiest king of all time. And even in today's dollars, probably richer than pretty much anybody would be. And so King Solomon wrote Proverbs, and he, deciphered Proverbs down to all this ancient wisdom, and he put it into this training called Solomon CEO, and it's a great training. But anyway, these are just some of the things that Mark has done to create this online wealth. And one of his trainings is called the $1,000,000 Day, and the $1,000,000 Day is about this whole procrastination problem. Okay, so the premise of the $1,000,000 Day is that we all have a million thoughts taking up bandwidth in our brains, and it's taking up energy and all these undone things, as simple as changing the light bulb in the garage, fixing the loose hinge on a cupboard, or as important as seeing the doctor for something that's bothering you and you don't know what it is, and maybe you have a fear that it could be something really serious. or even just being afraid to go to the doctor or the dentist because you think it's going to cost a lot of money and you don't have it. There's so many things that cause us to procrastinate, all these kind of crazy mindset things we have that he talks about in the training. But the premise of the training was what Mark kind of, created up in his head was, if I like created this big list of all these things I needed to do, and a millionaire said, if you do all those things in one day, I'll pay you $1 million. Could you do it in one day? And that's why it's called the $1 million day. But to get back to the consequences of all this procrastination and all these undone things, it causes us so much stress, a lack of productivity, overwhelm, a lack of peace and well-being, and all of those things cause us to lose our productivity, lose our creativity, and be kind of, like unhappy. So when you eliminate the thoughts that use up all that bandwidth unnecessarily, like you're not worried about how your house is because it's totally uncluttered. Every closet is clean, the garage is clean, the basement's clean, you know where everything is. When all those thoughts are gone and you're like up to speed and you're totally, on the right page of being, having all those undone things done, you open up the pathways for new things and new thoughts to come into your life. Opportunities start to find you at rapid speed. Thoughts start to come into your head that were totally blocked before. And that's where, you've eliminated that procrastination and you're totally on top of it. So here's how the $1 million day works. It's actually a 2-hour video training that Mark created. He probably created it like a year and a half ago, I'm thinking. It's not that old. But anyway, he takes you through a very comprehensive, it's amazing that it's 2 hours, but it's worth like every minute. And he goes into all the like nitty-gritty details of things that you want to try to stop procrastinating. And it comes down to creating a comprehensive list of everything that you've been putting off and procrastinating. And in addition to that, how long it's been on your mind. And there will be people that will have things like, I had a fight with my best friend 25 years ago, and it's never been resolved, and I've been wanting to call and apologize for 25 years and I've never done it. That would be something you would put on your list and actually do it, like actually call or contact that person and then apologize to them. I mean, these kinds of things, there's something as simple as a light bulb, but something as emotionally charged as, apologizing to somebody for something from 25 years ago. But he'll take you through the training and you go over anything related to health, anything related to your business, anything related to your household, techie stuff, miscellaneous stuff. And those are just the big categories. Like you may come up with categories of your own, but those are the big ones. So that's like the big picture of how a $1 million day works. And here's just a screenshot of the training. You'll see Mark talking to you on the video through the whole training, and then he brings you through like where you can like come up with your list. And he's on a mission. He's on a mission to help people eliminate 1,000 years of 1,000,000 years of procrastination. And so that's just how the training looks. But once you've got your list done, you've gone through the training, you've got your list. He says to pick a day, and you can pick up to 3 days because sometimes people have lots of stuff they have to do to complete your list, and create a full commitment to at least that first full day. Like get up early in the morning and you have no commitments, no interruptions, nothing. You can't do anything else but work on your $1 million day. Stay up as late as you possibly can, because remember, theoretically, this millionaire is going to pay you $1 million to complete your list in one day. And You actually kind of really think that way, and the reason that you think that way is because when you're done with your list, or at least as much as you can do in a, one full day and night and stuff, even if you've got more days to do, you're going to feel so amazing that you've gotten those things done. It's just unbelievable. So here are 5 tips of mine to help you get the most out of $1 million day and actually make it the most productive you possibly can. Number one, I actually hired help for the last one that I did because I was actually still recovering from a broken leg when I did it. So I needed somebody to help me lift heavy boxes, move things around. But even if I wasn't, I would definitely hire help for every $1 million day. Kids in the neighborhood, nieces, nephews, anybody, because what you can do is say, take this box here, bring it to the garage, take this box here, bring it to the basement, unload this box, take this stuff, throw it away, bring it to the dumpster, and then you get to just make the decisions where you need to make decisions instead of running around like a chicken. And they can run up and down the stairs and do all that stuff. It lets you be the supervisor. Number two, I made all my phone calls first thing in the morning. As soon as you can, like when people are going to be open. I made doctor's appointments, handyman appointments, and this is one of the things he talks about in the training is that, say you want to paint your kitchen. Well, you're not going to paint your kitchen on the $1 million day, right? Unless that's one of the only things you have to do. And if if you want to hire somebody to paint your kitchen, or you're thinking about it but you're afraid it might cost too much, make the phone calls to get 2 estimates for painting the kitchen. Make the phone calls to get the estimates, to have the handyman come and fix the 10 items on your list that you need fixed, and just get an amount. You don't have to say you're going to hire them because maybe it'll cost too much or maybe it won't, but you will have made progress towards getting it done. So I made my phone calls early in the day, and it really gave me a feeling of accomplishment fast. Number three, I organize your list the night before and decide where you're going to start. Are you going to start at the top of your house and work down? Or are you going to start in the basement and work up? You're going to start in the garage? Where are you going to do it? Make a decision before you go to bed so that as soon as you wake up, you know what you're going to do, and you're not going to be like, oh my gosh, where do I start? Number four, all tasks weighing on your mind are important, so make sure you do put everything on your list. Accomplishing little things can really make you feel like you're accomplishing a lot, and they add up, and you'll be so glad you did them, and the little things matter. And then number five, put on your favorite music and put it on loud, and then just have a great time with your $1 million day. So I'm just going to show you a couple of pictures of my last one. I was collecting stuff in my office closet here on the left because I've had my place on the market to sell, and I was just stuffing everything in closets. So it was really a pretty bad mess there on the left, and every time I open my closet door now, it's just like every time I open the door, I have this huge breath of fresh air because I know where everything is, I know what's in there, I know where it is, and there is not clutter everywhere. Here's my hall closet upstairs in my hall, and I didn't even show you here on the left and on the right there are shelves inside the closet on the left and the right, and they were stuffed with stuff. But I threw out so many things and I got rid of so much stuff, and it's the same thing. When I open that closet now, I just have this breath of fresh air and I know where everything is. This was my drawer for my desk on the top. I had been throwing papers in there for years and just stuffing it and like not even going in there, and then I finally cleaned it all out. Most of it I could throw out because it was so old. This is the Venetian glass necklace that I found that my daughter bought me in Venice like 8 years ago, and I had put it somewhere safe and I could not find it anywhere for years. 8 years I've been looking for this necklace and I found it. I was so happy. I can't even tell you. It was so awesome to find this necklace. I thought it was lost forever. And another really special thing I did was I had all our family pictures in a plastic container because we had moved a couple years ago here. And even before that, I had them in a big plastic container. And I was never looking at my pictures. I just had them in this tub. And I found pictures that I don't remember. I don't know who took this picture. That's my mother and my daughter when she was little. And it's so special to me because my mom passed away in 2010. And I just don't remember. I don't know who took this picture. I never saw it before. So to have this picture is in their house that they don't live in anymore. And oh my gosh, it's just such nostalgia to see these pictures for me. And there she is with my son doing the same thing. My mother was she loved to play solitaire, and she was teaching him how to play solitaire. And it's just so special that I found these pictures. And then I found the note that my mother wrote my son right before he went to kindergarten from 1995. And she writes, "Dear Brian, Grampy and I hope you enjoy kindergarten very, very much. Be sure to examine all things very carefully." And she gave him a magnifying glass, and it was so cute. And I saved this, and I didn't even remember that I had it. I mean, once I saw it, I remembered it, but you'll find cool stuff in your $1 million day. So, in addition to the special benefits of finding these keepsakes, I sleep better, I feel more optimistic, I know where everything is in my house. I've decluttered not just my closets and my drawers, but also my mind. And the best part of my $1 million day was I got the best idea for growing my business after my $1 million day because I felt so clear and I had all those monkeys off my back, and it's just an amazing feeling. So to get the $1 Million Day training, you can get it from Mark's company, Lifestyle Design Network. And you can actually get it for 7 days for $7. And not only do you get the $1 Million Day training, but you also get 6 other trainings. And I'm going to show you those. And the easiest way to remember how to go get them is just workwithloric.com. But you don't have to work with me if you don't want to, but I am a member of the Lifestyle Design Network. I have all of Mark's trainings. I use them all the time. I use them with my team. His wisdom is incredible, and when you learn from somebody who's made $20 million online in 6 or 7 years, it's the highest level training that you can get, and it's really awesome. So I just want to show you. I'm gonna go back over here. Here we go. Okay, so when you go to workwithloric.com, you're actually going to go here, and you'll see Lifestyle Design Network, and you'll see a blue button that says Start Your 7-Day Trial Now. And all you have to do is click that blue button, and you know what? I will just click it now so that you can see what happens, because you actually go to the order form. So I'll show you the order form last. I'm going to show you what you get for the $7. So once you join for $7 for 7 days, and you will not be automatically charged after that. Don't worry about that, and I'll go into that after. You are going to get the 8-figure Launchpad reality game, and the $1 Million Day is in here, but you're also going to get the 8-figure Apprentice membership, and you'll get it for 7 days. So you get the Launchpad reality game, which is 7 days of trainings, and then you'll also see the training vault. You'll also see our blogging platform, and then if you have any teenagers, this is coming soon. We don't even have this yet, but Mark is very passionate about teaching teenagers and young adults entrepreneurship, and so he's creating an emerging entrepreneurs reality game for ages 9 to 16. But let's go into the Launchpad reality game because that's where the $1 Million Day training is. And this is what you'll see in here, okay? The intention of this Launchpad is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trainings for $7 for 7 days. And the first one he's got here is Dreamscaping. And that is a training. It's 35 minutes, and it talks about how to get into the vision of where you want your life to be, okay? and I won't go into the details because it'll just take too long. Number two, vaccinations to six figures online. This, to me, I found hysterical because it goes into all the goofy things that happen when you have a home-based business. If you have ever tried to recruit either in network marketing or any kind of home-based business, excuse me, it's hysterical because it talks about, you know, what happens when people say they're going to join you and then they never call you back and they don't return your calls, and everybody goes through that. So anyway, that's what that is. Rituals of quantum wealth creation. Rituals are so important, so he goes into those. Executive communication, how best to communicate with people to get what you need and to help them get what they need. Okay, I won't go into any more detail on that. It's 24 minutes. And then secret beliefs to 100K. That pretty much says it all because beliefs are so important, and that's an hour-long training. And then Futuristic You, the $1 Million Days right here, and it's 120 minutes. And you can do these in any order that you want. You don't have to do them 1 through 7. You've got access to all of them. For example, okay, so if I click on the $1 Million Day, this is what you'll see. You will see that same screenshot, and then you just play the video. It's 115 minutes, and there you have it. So if I go back to the Launchpad, the last one is identifying your perfect avatar, and in online marketing speak, that just means identifying your perfect customer so that you can market to your perfect customer properly and make them happy and make you happy. So that is the 8-figure Launchpad reality game, and you will also, you know, get the you'll see the rest of the apprentice membership here, which is $37 a month if you decide to continue it after the 7 days. But you will not be charged automatically. You have to actually respond to an email and click the button and say, yes, I want it, and blah, blah, blah. So don't feel like somebody's going to automatically charge your card, because they will not. You'll only get charged $7. And then you'll also see the next level of trainings that we have in here for entrepreneurs: his Irresistible Info Marketing Blueprint that I mentioned before, his Leadership Branding for Direct Response that I mentioned before, some trainings from Futuristic Marketing, and MLM Launch Formula also. So you'll be able to see these, but you won't be able to access them because they're not part of the 7-day trial. But you'll be able to see what they are, and then you'll be able to see his Solomon CEO. And this is the original right here. And then after Mark made $10 million, he started adding to it because his wisdom just keeps getting, you know, deeper and deeper and, you know, more comprehensive. So he's actually been adding to Solomon CEO 10 million and 20 million. And then at the very end, some of you may already know that I am an affiliate for Renaissance Travel. It's a vacation club, and that's our high ticket offer. So if you want more information about that, just contact me. It's a vacation club that pays you 4-figure commissions when you make one sale, and it allows people to save 60 to 90% off retail prices on their vacations. So that's what that's about. So I'm just going to quickly show you the order form. And you'll see that we have, you know, a client concierge phone number if you have questions. But basically, you're just going to activate your 7-day experience with $7. Okay. And the reason that we also do this is, first of all, we don't want to give it away for free because it just creates a lot of fraud. And so that's, you know, $7 is unbelievable to get all of those trainings for a week. It gives you a really good idea of what Mark's trainings are like and all the stuff that we learn to grow our business in Lifestyle Design Network. So you can read all of this. It gives you an explanation of, you know, what you get and all those things. So if you have questions, I am going to go back here. Okay, so I went over all of this. There's no automatic charge after the 7 days, but if you did decide to keep your apprentice membership and move forward, you get unlimited blogs with the apprentice trainings, and that's $37 a month, and you can cancel at any time. And then the mastery training is $195 a month for all of those trainings. But it includes apprentice, so the 37 is included in the 195. You're paying for both with one number. And those trainings, like Info Marketing Blueprint and Leadership for Direct Response, both of them have probably 12 to 15 trainings in each one of them. And you won't watch them just once. You'll watch them over and over and get nuance after nuance and higher level after higher level of wisdom from those. So it's a great place to grow your entrepreneurial skills. And we also have a private Facebook community where we all support each other and help each other, and no matter what business you're in, it doesn't matter. So if you have questions, just send me an email, Lori@loriconrad.com, or give me a ring on my cell phone, send me a text, and there you have it, $7 for 7 days. If you would like the Million Dollar Day training or any of the other trainings, you can just go to workwithloric.com. And if you'd like to set up a time to chat, I am happy to talk to you and answer any remaining questions. So I hope that you will treat yourself, give yourself the gift of $1 million day. You will not regret it. And it's something that, I do on like at least once every 6 months, kind of, because we all tend to put things off to the side and not have them taken care of. But thank you so much for being here, and I'm glad you were here, and I hope it helped you, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks.